Welcome back to the digital universe. We are back with some more Fortnite info. Now, what I'm about to tell you could either make or break the Fortnite game that we have all come to love. I'm sure you've all heard rumors swirling around on social media, on YouTube, all centered around Tilted Towers. Now, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's been a lot of talk that Tilted Towers is going to be removed from the game. Now, the developers have, and I think a lot of people playing also, have loved Tilted Towers, but also it's sort of thrown the game off from what it was originally intended. It was supposed to be a sort of Hunger Games style game where everyone is sort of around the map and they eventually get pushed into the center. The problem that the developers have with Tilted Towers is so many people go there that first of all, they're dying extremely fast, leaving very small amount of people around the map, and also, there's really not enough people to be pushed in, so the game is sort of ending, like, way too quick, sort of, and like, the map is too big for the amount of people. It's not really proportional to what it used to be before Tilted Towers came in, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, how are they going to get rid of Tilted Towers? Now, apparently, it's going to be a little bit better than them just sort of taking it out as fast as they put it in, just sort of throwing it in an update is how they introduced Tilted Towers in the new map update, or not the new map update, but the map update that changed the entire map. I'm sure you guys all remember that. So they're not going to be taking out just as fast. What they're going to be doing, now this is what I've heard, and there's a lot of evidence to back it up. I will get to that in just a second. What they're going to be doing is having a meteor strike Tilted Towers. Now, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, this is going to sound absolutely insane. You're going to be like, yeah, right, I hear all these BS conspiracy theories all the time, and let me guess, the new Rabbit Raider's also an alien. No, okay? But just listen up, alright? A meteor is going to strike Tilted Towers, and here are the facts to back it up, okay? Keep an open mind as I tell you this, and just try and think about it before you come to any opinions or judgments about what I'm saying. Now, first of all, if you haven't noticed, and I'm going to put a clip on screen, on the hill section of the map, and I believe in other places, some telescopes have been added. Now, that doesn't really seem like the craziest thing. Yeah, it's just a telescope, but just think about that for a second. If we're talking about meteors, and the topic is all about this asteroid and meteor thing, putting different telescopes on the map all over the place, that sort of could be hinting towards the fact that something is coming from the sky. Something important. They don't just put things on the map for no reason. They always think about things very heavily before they do them. Additionally, hello, look at the sky, people. There's a huge blue thing in the sky. And no, not talking about the sun, and I'm not talking about the moon. This is also in the clip where I'm looking at the telescopes, but you can very clearly see something in the sky. Now, what it actually is, you might be saying it doesn't really look like a meteor, but what it looks like to me, this is my opinion, is it sort of looks like a hole in space, or a rip, sort of with some sort of gas, or like aurora coming out of the hole. And I'm guessing that this could mean that the meteor comes from another dimension, or a hole in space, something of that sort, and the trail, and that, like, now that it's open, right now it's March 31st, and, like, as we progress through the dates, you're gonna see the meteor come through this hole in space and progressively get closer to Tilted Towers. Now, our second fact are the hints in the Battle Pass. I'm also gonna put that on screen. First of all, in Tier 99, you've got a Rex skull, like a T-Rex skull. Now, this could just be something cool. It's a banner icon, whatever. I mean, who doesn't like T-Rex skulls? But we've been learning this for just about ever in our lives. The dinosaurs were killed by a meteor striking Earth. Now, that's sort of like, you could say that, yeah, I mean, that's just, that could just be a coincidence, right? But as we keep scrolling through the Battle Pass, we'll see tons and tons of proof. First of all, the whole theme of outer space right there is a big thing. If we're saying that the meteor is coming from space, which obviously it does, and we've got this whole theme of astronauts and different space things, that right there is a good piece of evidence. But also, as we go through, we've got things like in Tier 88, we've got a lightning bolt striking the ground. We've got in Tier 86, we've got a kaboom expression or emote thing. And as we keep going back, we see tons and tons of different proof of all these explosions and things from outer space that I think are hinting at the asteroid or meteor that's going to destroy Tilted Towers. We've got one last fact that absolutely, I think, is just the nail in the coffin for this theory. If you haven't noticed, now if you don't play Fortnite, you won't know this, but if you have, I'm sure this has just been eating away in the back of your mind. While you're playing, while you're coming down, and while you're just playing randomly, you'll get these controller vibrations. Now, I play on Xbox. I cannot attest to how it is on PC, on mobile, or on PS4, but I can tell you 100% for a fact, on Xbox, while you're playing randomly, your controller will vibrate. Not when you're shooting, not when you're building. You could just be running or standing still or parachuting down or gliding down from when you drop out of the battle bus, and your controller will vibrate. It also vibrates more at the top, so when you just jump out of the battle pass, it vibrates a lot more than when you reach the ground, which would make sense because if a meteor is coming in, you're obviously going to feel the shock of it more as you go up in the sky. So these vibrations, people are thinking that they're sort of sporadic right now and you don't notice them very much, but what I believe is that as we get closer to when the meteor is going to strike Tilted Towers, the vibrations are going to become much more constant and frequent and much more intense. Now, Tilted, in my opinion, Tilted Towers is a great place, but also a terrible place. I mentioned a little bit at the beginning of this video how, of course, everyone loves Tilted Towers, that's why it's a good part, but like I said at the beginning, it's also not the greatest place, because you'll notice in this map update, if you remember the good old days before Tilted Towers came, it was a lot easier to find players. Players were all over the map. Now, I don't know for you guys, but I feel like when I'm playing solo, duos, or squads, it's always a lot harder to find people. You just feel yourself running and running and running, not seeing anyone, and ending up with a low amount of kills, unless you go tilted and you see everyone. That's the problem that I think a lot of players and the developers have. There's just not enough people around the map because people are landing tilted and dying instantly and throwing off the whole dynamic of the entire map. Now, before I leave you to think about this, I've got some alternate theories about something that might link into this. First of all, could this be an April Fool's Day prank? Okay, it seems to me very, very weird that it happens to be coming around, and all this information is now coming around the day before April Fool's, which is April 1st. That just seems a little bit wild to me, but I don't know. That one maybe seems like a little more of a coincidence and probably a little less likely to happen, but we always gotta keep it in the back of our mind. This could be Epic Games just poking at us and trying to make fun of all the conspiracy theorists in the community. Now, one more thing, and this is actually really crazy. I'm not sure how many of you guys know this, but the story mode in Fortnite is called Save the World, and the idea in it, it's sort of like the campaign mode of Fortnite. I'm actually making a video about it soon, so make sure to subscribe and keep your ears out for that. That's going to show you how to get tons of V-Bucks in Fortnite using the campaign mode. Anyway, though, moving on, the story mode has, or the story in this mode is that zombies have infected the Earth, and the plague of zombies did not come from something man-made. It actually came from a storm, and yes, the storm that is in Battle Royale, it came from this storm that comes from outer space. Now, what some people are thinking, and I think that this actually could be something, what they did mention, what Epic Games said not too long ago, is that if people are patient, the Save the World mode will be free in 2018. They said that in 2017, and of course, we are right smack in the middle of 2018 right now, or not yet in the middle, but very close. So what I don't think is the craziest theory is that this meteor is going to bring the storm with it, the storm from outer space, and this could be a way of bringing the storm to Earth and maybe giving everyone the Save the World mode for free. This could be how they do it. Instead of just saying, hey guys, Save the World is free, they're gonna have this whole thing where Tilted Towers is destroyed, the storm is brought to Earth, and now Save the World, the campaign mode, is unlocked for free for everyone and anyone to play. Guys, leave a like if you think that Tilted Tower is going to be destroyed, or if you love it and you don't want it to be destroyed, let me know in the comments. If I missed any details or facts, please, once again, let me know in the comments. This is absolutely nuts. Like I said at the beginning, this could make or break Fortnite Battle Royale. Guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and see you next time in Tilted Towers.